Hi, this is Dr. Midashevsky, just here to give you a quick tutorial if you've never actually completed a lab report for Florida Virtual School before. I'm just going to walk you through the steps to get started with actually submitting a lab report for us. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Lessons tab, and I'm going to load that up, and I'm just going to pick a lab from Segment 1 just at random. Obviously the same procedure will work if you're a Segment 2 only student. So I'm going to go in here, and obviously you want to make sure that you read the lesson. You'll see, for instance, this lesson has 3 pages, so you want to make sure that you read the entire lesson from start to finish and take good notes. But for the purposes of today, we're going to skip to the end, to page 3, where we actually get to the actual lab part, okay? You will always be prompted to it in the actual lesson. We don't hide lab reports anywhere where they don't exist. So don't worry, as soon as you scroll down, you'll see this area that says assessment. And for this case, you'll see virtual lab. And first thing you are going to see on there, somewhere in the actual lab itself, sometimes it's a little bit above, is you're going to see this nifty hyperlink here. So this nifty hyperlink is your lab worksheet. You should always click on this, all right, to get started here. And you'll notice that when this opens up, we've got an entire lab worksheet. Now, here's the unfortunate part. Because we've got so many different formatting issues and different types of computers, you can't really fill in this lab worksheet. But what you can do is you can go through and you can just copy the entire thing from start to finish. And I'm going to copy the whole thing. And then I'm just going to pop into Microsoft Word, and I'm going to paste the whole thing. So now you notice you have the entire lab report is now in a nice, neat Word document for you to use. All right. Now, sometimes it will not format 100% properly in here, and sometimes you have to do a little bit of finagling with the charts. But remember, your teachers are rather forgiving about this stuff. So realize that if you end up typing something in here for these parts of that if you have to make some modifications saying, you know, 45 and 67 and so on and so forth, you can play around with the formatting a little bit here, but remember, your teachers will you know, kind of accept anything that has a decent amount of organization. So just keep this in mind as you move forward. And of course, as you are filling out this lab report, don't forget here too that you're going to be going through each step of this virtual lab. Now remember, virtual means you are not going to be doing it with your own instrumentation. It means you are going to follow everything on the screen instead. So a lot of students are like, well, I don't have this instrument here. I don't have all of this equipment. How in the world am I supposed to do this? Well, you'll notice that the virtual lab will do it for you with your own set of instruments and things to do all of the measuring for you. So you basically just follow everything through the screen. And as you get to your data collection steps for each one of these, you're going to refer back to your lab report and just basically fill in the information as you go along. All right, so then once you have all of this, you're going to save your lab report, and you are going to go into your assessments tab, which is up here, and then you are going to submit your work in the assessments. Obviously for this one it would be 1.07. You'll see an area down at the bottom to upload your file. And I do tell students every time that you're in this class and you're uploading work or taking quizzes, don't ever upload work using Google Chrome. Use any other browser you can. My personal favorite is Mozilla Firefox, but Google Chrome sometimes has issues and doesn't recognize your submission. So just make sure you steer clear of Google Chrome. So that's just a quick tutorial on starting a lab and completing a virtual lab in our chemistry course. Thank you, and